Hey guys.
Hey.
Robin.
Jack.
Inwits. Alright, okay. We're back for another episode. Yep. Where do we want to start?
Episode 12 of the season.
To me, another boring episode.
Well, not boring, but
I'm
average.
bored.
I'm not. I mean, it's average. Like, still stuff happening.
Yeah.
Not much, though.
Not
much, right?
Like I said, what I'm frustrated in is about I'm being deceived by the edit. I'm being deceived about how exciting the episode's going to be from the edit.
But I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not surprised because there's nothing going on.
There's not.
But we get this whole Kellyn going mental next week. The boys are gone. Yeah. And why is she going mental? Because she didn't get picked.
Well, that's right. You know, we look at the challenge. We can understand why you would feel upset by not getting to spend an afternoon with your loved one. I understand it completely.
Yeah.
But not getting picked, that was her big thing though. I wasn't picked. Why are they getting picked? She picks Dom and Wendall, but she doesn't pick Sebastiens, who did the picking. Right? Dom and Wendall are the problem.
But they're the ones that just benefited of being lucky, being Sebastien's chosen ones to go.
Exactly.
But she's pissed off at them because they got picked.
And mostly Wendall, because
he also decides to go on advantage.
It gets an advantage on Ghost Island, right? It's like Wendall's got to go.
It's not his fault. He did this. I would have done the exact same thing if I was. I'm surprised no one fought over that advantage.
Absolutely. I would have turned to Mum and gone, "You're out."
Yeah, but like
I'm going to go silent.
I'll bring you back here when I've won the million.
That's right.
We'll have a weekend away when I've won the million. Right. You know, like that's the thing. It blew my mind how out of line Kellyn was for that attack, and how angry she was, and it was now this is it. It's the end of the Nvidia
Well, maybe it
alliance.
goes to show you something. This goes to show something about Survivor, right? Decisions made when you're highly emotional or maybe really angry are not the best decisions to make in Survivor.
Yeah, and especially if it's the first decision you've decided to make, don't make it under emotion.
That's right.
Like this is a game about strategy, and if your first attempt at strategy is coming off the back of a childish tantrum,
that's right.
You got to step back.
Oh, you do. That's actually maybe that's a mark of the level of the season, though.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody's apart from Dom and Wendall and Jonathan and Laurel, nobody else is really playing.
No one's. Well, look, I believe
playing well. I
believe Michael kind of was playing until he shot himself in the foot.
Michael played well.
And you've mentioned Chris.
Had
some form of.
He didn't care about the tribes. He was playing an individual game.
Yeah, he was playing for himself to get to the end and didn't he knew he didn't like Dom.
Yeah.
We can't get along. I've got to get him out. Yeah. And that's fine.
And that's fine. He played for himself. He didn't play for Navi. He didn't play for Milo. Yeah. Which I enjoyed. He was just inept doing it, right?
Yes.
So, but we needed more people like that.
We had Libby, who was kind of playing, and then
Libby made when she got rid of Morgan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because of the Navi numbers, that was the end of her. Yeah.
But that was someone who wanted to play the game.
Oh yeah, it's
the only blind side we've had in the game, and everything else has been.
I think if somebody had reached out to her from Navidi, like maybe let's say Bradley had said to her, "Look, how about me and you together?" Yeah. Right. I think she would have been fine.
She would have been open. She would have been very open.
She would have done it.
Whereas no one's open, and we're getting to the end of the game, and it's now starting to twig that I think even in this tribal. Wendall might have been the one that says, now we're talking about needing to build a resume.
Well,
last week.
I think it was Donald Wendall said something about some of the people here may be thinking now's a big time to make a big move to spark, spruce up their resume. That's what he said.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's too late because you don't know how to make moves, and we've seen this. We saw it with Des. Yeah. And now we're seeing it again with the girls. Yeah. And Chelsea gets voted out.
Well, Kellyn in the end basically does exactly what Desiree does. So she rounds up some people and goes, "How about this?" And it's effectively just a smaller version of what Chris did when he took everybody to the well. Yeah. You're just grabbing a bunch of people and going, "How about this?"
Yeah, and you have to
build a relationship.
You have to build the relationship. You don't even understand where the other people you're talking to lie. Like we said, when she's talking about this, she's openly saying it to Laurel. Yeah. Yet for some unknown reason, we haven't realised Laurel has been on the right side of the votes every single time.
See, this is a problem I have. Kellyn's sitting there, and I'm sure she's still looking at Jonathan and Laurel as just the last Malolo.
Yeah.
Not realising why are they still here and everybody else is gone?
Yeah, exactly. Why are they still here? Why have their names not come up? Why are they not like? Why?
And as you point out, why do they always seem to vote for the right person?
Yeah, they're knowing something you don't.
No, yeah.
And to trust, and on top of that, she was the reason that Dez's plan came undone, because who did she tell?
Well,
she went and told Dom and Wendall.
She actually witnessed Laurel telling Dom.
Yeah.
Right? It should be like, oh, Laurel, Dom, Wendall, and Donovan.
That makes sense. Maybe I should talk to Sebastiens.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, maybe, like, just when I think about how, like, you've seen her go to Dom and Wendall prior and break up a potential blindside, and now you just be like, yeah, this is it. You're not thinking about anything about the game. You have no concept of where people lie and what position they are sitting in.
It comes back to something I think I said quite a few episodes ago. Nobody there, and you know, I don't think Dom or Wendell do this either. I don't think they have a very good map socially of who in the tribe is in what alliance and what position in alliance. You know, I always go back to Andrea in the Game Changers season, because she was excellent at that. You know, she knew basically where everybody was and who. Yeah, and she played very well, I thought. But anyway. Nobody here seems to do that.
No, it's just ridiculous.
Look, at the end of the day, though, Dom and Wendell have kept the Navidi strong line going. It's paid off for them. They've managed to make an alliance with two people outside of that, Donovan and Laurel, who are also a couple. The only two couples in the game have gotten together, and they're ruling it.
Yeah, and the beauty for Laurel and Donovan is no one really knows them as a couple. They just know them as the last Malolo.
Exactly.
And that's ridiculous. It just really, it's how crap are you at reading anything that's happening on the island?
So, Angela, look, you know, again, I bring up Angela, you know, 3 or 4 episodes ago was like, I'm going to start creating chaos.
We haven't seen any chaos.
From Angela, please create some chaos.
Yeah, give me something,
right?
Someone just someone just snap and get rid of all the rice. Someone do something interesting.
Oh, look, or, eat all the sugar or something.
Yeah, give us something.
And right now, sprinkle crumbs over.
We've got nothing. We've got, you know, and the thing was, Angela was an outcast, and she came straight on back to her alliance just at the bottom.
Exactly.
Because it was numbers. Just because numbers protect you. Well, you're not even thinking further in the game. You had the perfect opportunity to switch the game, to mix it up.
Absolutely.
Because you were an outcast.
That's when you do it. And you can do it blamelessly.
Yeah, because they wanted you out. And you survived.
Have a look at Michael. Would anybody be, on that jury, be blaming Michael if he hadn't switched up and managed to pull together a blindside?
No.
Nope, not at all.
And he could have done a blindside if he wasn't an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
He had everything, he had all his ducks lined up, and he didn't take it. And it's like, it's just frustrating to see this happen. And it's frustrating to see people try to make a move when you're 5 days away, 10 days away from your final tribal. You don't have time. Get out of it.
Well, it just shows you that basically Angela and Kellyn failed. Their social game failed totally, because if they had a good social game, they would either A, realise about Donovan and Laurel, or B, they would have built a better alliance against what's happening.
Yeah, or built an alliance. They haven't built an alliance. They've done nothing. They've done nothing the whole way through. They haven't thought about where. They haven't thought.
Kellyn has not got a. Kellyn never went out and tried to find somebody to work with. Like she tried to find within Navidi people to work with, but she never went for a couple. She never tried to find that one other person that she could go all the way with. And you don't, I believe it's a really strong thing to do, but you don't need to do that. Oh, you don't need to. Sarah proved that.
I was going to say, you can do a Sarah and jump around and create a lot of
you
good relationships.
You can play an individual game like Rob and stuff like that.
But you got to play a game.
You got to play the game.
You can't just sit there and follow the numbers until
and you got to have been playing since day one.
Yeah.
For that individual game to be strong enough now, you have to have been playing from day one.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, by playing you get information about where people are.
At least start playing at the merge, for crying out loud. If you're going to, at least start playing there.
This is the thing I always say. At merge, it's an individual game. The tribes mean nothing.
Drop the tribe instantly.
And yet all these people stuck with that.
Oh.
All the people we're talking about. So, look, but kudos to Dom and Wendall.
Yeah.
They have kept this Navidi strong line going. They've been feeding Kellyn and Chelsea with it. They've been eating it up. And it's worked in Dom and Wendell. So they've gotten to the point now where they have Donovan and Laurel, and
Sebastian apparently as well.
And Sebastian apparently
because
as well.
we didn't know where
right?
Sebastian lied. We know now.
But it doesn't matter if they got him now.
No, never did.
Right? Never did. It's lucky. It's just like cream. Oh, we got Sebastian too, right?
Yeah, sweet. We'll take him along for the ride and get rid of him when we need
But
to.
with this last vote, they now can just vote out Sebastian, Angela, and Kellyn. And it doesn't matter. It's just the order they go in.
Yeah, it is the order, but there's a potential that Donathan and Laurel, the slight potential that they may decide to try and, because the only competition for winning the game is those 4 people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So do those 2 make a move? But how do you make a move against 2 people with idols? And you know they've got
That's
idols.
the problem.
It's really tricky.
Yeah,
it's really tricky. And like I guess Laurel, we've seen, is very good at taking information and no one knowing where her alliance is.
Yeah.
So that's a potential, then does Donathan say something silly at Tribal and give away anything, or is he smart enough?
I think Donathan has never spilled the beans on Laurel.
No, not on Laurel. I'm talking about Dom.
Yeah, sorry. But look, the other potential that is there, of course, is Dom Wendall. Like Dom understands Wendall's his biggest threat.
Yeah,
and we've heard him say to camera, if Wendall has to go. He has to go.
Yeah, I think that's where we'll get some excitement. Does Dom decide to cut Wendall off now and get rid of someone?
Exactly.
Or in 2 tribals' time, get rid of one more number and then get rid of get rid of Wendall.
Look, from Dom's point of view, it's probably worthwhile at this stage.
Because Wendall's not thinking that at all.
No, Wendall's not thinking that at all. At this stage, Dom was probably thinking it's safe to get. I think he's wrong, but I think he's thinking it's probably safe to get rid of one more.
Yeah.
And then if I'm going to jump Wendall, it has to be after that. But I think he needs to do it at 6 rather than 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the numbers just won't be there at 5 for him.
Yeah.
Because I think, I'm not sure if he's aware, but I think Laurel and Wendall have a better relationship than Dom
and Donathan,
or Dom and Laurel, right?
Yeah,
he can't pull Laurel.
No.
And I think Donathan would not go against Laurel.
Yeah. No. Those 2 are going to the end. It's like they've got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
And exactly. They're not. Maybe the final tribal or near the end they might cut, if somehow Kellyn and Angela or Sebastian are there, maybe, and but on the whole, I think they're going to the end.
At this stage, I think the 4 is already set. Dom, Wendall, Donathan and Laurel. The only way that's going to change is if Dom decides I need to get rid of Wendall.
Yeah.
I think because I don't think Wendall's going to think that I need to get rid of Dom, which he should be thinking.
Or some crazy miracle happens and one of the underdogs finds an idol, keeps it to themselves, and plays it correctly.
Well, there is an idol out there at this stage. There should be an idol out there, but I don't think you'll see Sebastian, Angela, or Kellyn go look for it.
Or they may not just put it out because we've already got 2 sitting.
No, I think there's one sitting. I think there's one out there, but I think at this stage of the game, you won't see those 3 go and get it.
Yeah.
And Donathan, this is the weird thing. Donathan and Laurel have never gone. Well, sorry, Donathan did go looking.
He only went looking because he went with Michael, though.
Right? But they've never really looked by themselves. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm sure they look, but they don't find anything, so it doesn't make the edit. But it's just, I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated with this season Survivor, and I get more and more frustrated the more I talk about it because it's like I said, I really like the game that our 4 are playing. I like that game, but put their game against people who are also playing a game.
Yeah,
where do we go?
Look at this stage. I think
put it against a Dave, a Zeke, a Boston Rob.
Absolutely.
Someone or Sandra.
Somebody who can play an individual game and play it well.
Or who can strategize.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, if you play an individual game, you can see ahead.
Yeah.
And, if you can see 3 votes ahead, and a lot of these people do plan that way.
And this game, we're playing.
Destroy your game if they can see 3 votes ahead and you're not.
Right? Yeah, and everyone on this island, apart from these guys, are seeing just the vote, the next
Absolutely.
vote.
Absolutely, they are literally looking at just the next vote.
Yeah, and it frustrates me. It frustrates me from a fan, from someone who's dying to get on the island. It just frustrates me to see such rubbish gameplay across the board.
Look, I don't know if this is the problem I have with this season is I'm not sure if it's rubbish gameplay or if Dom and Wendall have done such a good job to feed them the VD line that it's just kept working.
Yeah, well,
it's like a magic. It's like a magic, a catchphrase, and the VD strong, and it's like everybody just follows.
And everyone's going to their death.
Yeah, exactly. It's like cattle going to the slaughter. It's like the VD strong.
Yeah,
and they've just kept it going, and it's only just broken now.
Yeah.
At this stage, like even Kellyn in a 1-on-1 is like, Okay, Navidi Strong is over.
Done. Yeah.
Oh, at 7, Navidi Strong is over. It's almost like a throwback to
and the best people it helps is Donathan and Laurel, because the two last
Oh,
Malolos who have been playing brilliantly are now no longer a threat.
Exactly.
They're no longer, not that they were ever perceived as a threat,
but it's no longer going to be, oh well, we need to get rid of the two Malolo because that's just disappeared.
They literally can almost just cruise to the final.
I think that's what I think Donathan and Laurel will do. I think they'll just cruise in. If there's the only upset to that is going to be Dom trying to get rid of Wendall.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
only thing
all they'll be making is a choice between Wendall or Dom.
Yeah, but knowing they've both got idols, it can.
That's tricky.
That would be fun. That would be fun to see them go against each other, both play their idols, and someone else went home. Like, I don't know. I just need some sort of. I need something. I need some tribal life because there is nothing. Everyone's torch is just a smouldering ember waiting to burn out.
Yeah. I think we have our 4.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think Sebastian, Angela, and Kellyn are numbers, and the only change up I'm seeing is Dom taking out Wendall because Wendall will not target Dom.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't think like.
No way.
He is not as ruthless as Dom.
No.
But yeah, the other 3 haven't started to play the game too late. And
look, Donathan and Laurel are sneaky here, or not sneaky, but Dom may target Wendall, right? But in one sense, as you've pointed out, the best case in the game is Dom Wendall and Donathan Laurel. In one sense, Dom may not realise the threat he's taking to counsel if he takes Donathan and Laurel with him.
Oh yeah, because I think Donathan and Laurel have a really good case.
Yeah, so
just equally as good as Dom and Wendall. Equally as good. I reckon any of them can win depending on how they
The reason I think
it's
better, slightly better, is because they can go, we were always on the bottom.
Yeah, and no one. That's why I believe they can outdo Dom and Wendell, because they were Malolos. Yet their social game put them in a situation in an alliance that got them to the end, and they were always on the right side of the boat. Always perceived as being on the bottom, but
always
never actually on the bottom.
But always on the right side of the boat. And that is very difficult.
And I think that's brilliant. I think that's such a stronger thing than being able to control a bunch of dummies.
That's right.
Like, I think that's a really clever gameplay. well more deserving of the $1 million than a Dom and Wendell, who legitimately brainwashed everyone.
I think that one of the interesting parts about this is I don't think there's any way Donathan and Laurel will go against each other. I don't see them ever go. No. They trust each other too much.
Yeah, and I think that's the one. It's like if Dom wants to go for Wendell, it's going to be a decision that, Dom can go for Wendell, but do Donathan and Laurel want Dom or do they want Wendell? And they will choose.
And that's what the choice will be.
Yeah.
And I think Laurel will choose Wendell to be
honest. Me too. I think they'll both choose Wendell because he's played a softer game.
Well, I think the other thing is that Donathan says he likes Wendell. Yeah. Right? And the other thing is I think they have more trust of Wendell. Yeah. And I think they trust Dom because of Wendell.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I feel... come the final talks, Dom will come out brutal and ruthless, and just he will take you. He'll be like going for the jugular.
He will.
Yeah. Whereas Wendell will be a bit softer and a bit more open, I think, and a bit easier to outdo. Because I think Dom will get really loud and boisterous and try and make everyone little and make him the bigger light that everyone's looking at him. Whereas I don't think Wendell will do that.
But look, at the end, the only upset, if there's no upset, I think we got our 4. Yeah. And Sebastian and Angela and Kellyn are just they're just the next 3 victims. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
It's lackluster. It's frustrating me.
Well, I don't think it's lackluster. I just think it's pretty average.
It's average. Right. And it's frustrating. But that's it. Hopefully we get some fire next week. Which I don't like our chances. But that's it for this week.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys. Robin.
He's Robin. I'm Jack.
With Inwits. See ya.